back at it. Here come the legends. Here come the former champs. Here come the Hall of Famers. This guy has finished in the top 10, I think 14 of the 15 years he's been a part of this thing. He has won this thing twice. If anybody's going to follow that guy and can pull it off, I know it's him. A legend on this show, Iafrate. My man, Iafrate. How you been, kid?
Hey, Mark. Oompa, loompa, doopity-doo. Chael works a cell phone better than you. Hey, greetings there, Jimmy. It's really good to be back in, although it does seem that the jungle evolution has wrought its damage in some irreversible ways. That is the era of true hand-to-hand combat in which man A strikes man B in the abdomen, and man B comes right back at man A's abdomen and then goes straight for the testicles. It's gone. Gone is the unscripted, spontaneous response, the kind of ammo that used to give this show life. And so I'm left to wage war with a bunch of puppies who wouldn't know how to trade if they had seats on the New York Stock Exchange. Boys, this thing works best if you're actually listening to one another and cracking back directly from the spot where you got hit. You weaklings need help, okay? So let's start with my main man, Vic, who, look, I've been listening to this show for a long time, Jim, and I truly cannot recall a dude whose self-image is more at odds with the cold, hard reality of public perception. Put more simply for you, Victor, we all think you suck, okay? But because I'm in a charitable mood today, I'm going to send out a little strategic advice for our girl, Vicky. Hey, sweetheart, you gotta bob and weave a little bit, Take, move, take, move, take. Just stick and move, man. You work your way around town, Victoria. You don't waste 5 valuable minutes of smack-off airtime reading a pre-scripted flyover directed at one guy, especially if that one guy is the jungle's one and only celebrity impersonator, Jay Moore. And let me just say for the record, Jay, I am a big fan of your recent work. You were awesome in Jerry Maguire. Oh, wait, you were in something else? You talking about Gary Unemployed? No? That's right. You're the annual host of the NHL Awards. Yeah, that's a fine launching pad for one's television career, Jay. The NHL, the inspiration for philosophy majors across America who are writing dissertations as we speak on the question, if the Phoenix Coyotes scored a goal in an NHL playoff game and absolutely nobody gave a crap, did the red light go on? Hey, Vic, trust me, you're going to do a lot better in this thing if you pay the same amount of attention to Jay Moore that casting directors do. Okay, now, to my boy Mike in Indy, who has been diligently working his way down the jungle ladder of success, I say, never fear, Indianan. I do declare that you are absolutely going to win this thing someday. You will. In fact, I can tell you exactly which day. It'll be the day when Brad, Vic, JJ, Carbone, Doc Mike, and I all get our own radio shows and are summarily declared ineligible. The dream lives, Mike. Okay, now as regards the current Grand Poobah, Brad in Corona, otherwise known as the coming of the jungle apocalypse. We've already heard once what a title defense from you sounds like, Brad, and suffice it to say, there is no actual defending involved, okay? Just the same tired screenplay crafted safely in advance. And you call me repetitive, Brad. I mean, is there anything more predictable than the sun rising in the east than a Brad and Corona smack-off call? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the recipe for the Brad and Corona soup of victory. Step 1. Place pot filled with tepid, lukewarm water on stovetop at 72 degrees. Step 2. Sprinkle in 2 teaspoons of lame movie line reset. No, I don't hate Brad and Corona, but I pity the fool, and I would destroy any man who tries to take what I got. Step 3, add 1 pint of predictable pop culture reference. I personally believe that the Brad and Corona should help the Iraq by moving there permanently. Step 4, stir in 1 tablespoon of well-known song shtick. Goodbye to Bradley, the queen of Corona. Step 5, toss in a pinch of sports take that isn't actually a sports take. Can somebody tell me what Tracy Morgan is doing playing center for the Los Angeles Lakers? I mean, I can never guess after that guy throws down a dunk whether he's going to let out a primal roar or just scream, I'm Brian Fellow. Step 6, mix in 1/2 cup of weak-ass game show take. Jim, I'm take freeloading buckets of manure for 400. Answer, the coward whose smack always depends on a parody of some professional writer or producer's already celebrated creativity. Is it Brad from Corona? Ding, 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 ding! We would also have accepted who is that gutless eunuch from Corona. Step 7, serve soup cold and weak. Look, let me save you all some time. You can go to the fridge when Brad calls, because here is Brad's instinctive, spontaneous, quick on his feet response to me today. Iafrate, you put down that cigarette and take it easy now at that bridge tournament over at the old folks' home. We don't want you tearing the rotator cuff trying to trump Gertrude's ace lead. Brad, there are 9 million guys listening to this show who know full well that if we take away applesauce, Lucky Strikes, and Depends, you've got absolutely nothing left to say to me. So it is time to nut up, Corona girl. You are the defending chump. Defend. These phone lines are wide freaking open. Jim and KB are waiting for you. You can come in next if you want to, but you don't. And so here it is. Get your ass in here with something we don't already see coming within the next 2 segments and demonstrate that they teach the meaning of the word defend in the Corona Unified School District, or go the hell back to 8th Placeville where you belong.
Rock him! You wonder why that guy has dominated on this show for the past year and a half. Iafrate. What a freaking titan. Incredible. If somebody had to follow Chael Sonnen, it had to be that guy. Iafrate. Gargantuan effort. All right, where do you slot that? Iafrate, well done. This cat can call this show once a year until I no longer host it, and that's great by me. Iafrate showing up and dominating. We're coming up on our 3rd hour. That means you all are running out of time. You know how that 3rd hour goes. We've got to run down the top 10. You're going to lose a segment right there. We have to interview the winner. That's part of that last segment. We don't have 4 clean segments. You are running out of opportunities. That means there are going to be possibly people that have legitimate chances to win this thing that are not going to get on the air. Now, this is really interesting. After Chael's call, let me read you some of the tweets that I received. This was prior to Iafrate's call. Stu in Manhattan tweets at Jim Rome. GD, Chael Sonnen goes off. Nice. Mitch in Wichita at Jim Rome. Chael just Superman punched the smack-off field. Just Trox at Jim Rome. I hate Chael Sonnen with the fire of 10,000 suns, but he is winning the smack-off right now. Legends need to pick the clones up. There's your question. Did one of the legends just do it? Miss Nighthawk. Chael Sonnen for the win. Hashtag smack-off. I don't know. Iafrate was incredible. He said to Brad, he called out to Brad, hey, Brad, you got 2 segments. Call. We haven't heard from Vic. We haven't heard from Doc Mike Totola. We haven't heard from Israel. We haven't heard from Brad. 2 hours down, man. This one is great. Smack off 18. Killing it. Chael Sonnen and then Iafrate back to back. Where's Queen Jolene? 3rd hour, straight ahead.